Goa series, mentorship. One of the things that COVID has thrown up, and literally thrown up, is the division in the educational system. There's also the have and the have not factor. The people who can afford phones and net and connectivity at whatever cost have managed to stay afloat. There is a very, very large percentage of people who are not able to do that and have lagged behind. Yes, the government has more or less passed a diktat that everyone is promoted. So you have got promoted. But the division has more or less come to stay now. It is my belief that children amongst themselves should create some kind of a mentorship, the school should, so that each student can either mentor or be mentored, one of the two, and pass that mentorship down the line so that every student gets some kind of step up in life from the education perspective, which I think is very, very important. In Sanaa, I know for a fact that we never had anything called mentorship. You had to sink or swim on your own. Yes, as few students were in the housemaster's A list, but that really meant nothing. It was up to you. Now we have this capacity to mentor, to give education or impart knowledge to a certain group of people, regardless of their background, because they're in the same school. Give them the education needed, and not because he's a Hindu or a Christian or a Dalit, and create groups and subgroups. Everyone in the school is entitled to it. Everyone in the school can go to the library, so can everyone in the school be entitled to mentorship. If you're intelligent, you can pass on that intelligence to someone else, or acquire it, or imbibe it from the intelligent. The next issue is the parent. The parent also must be given this mentorship or counseling, if you like, from the perspective of their children and what they should do after they pass high school. What kind of curriculum should they enroll the children in for college? What should they do? Should it be engineering? Should it be medical? Should it be management, corporate? Because parents come with a fixated view on what their child should be. And often that view is because of their peer pressure and what their parents tell them in turn, which often throws the child totally out of sync. And the children often have very little say in their own career path. So if the parent was given counseling or even advice or advisory, it may work. Now here again we have an issue. If a parent goes to or for counseling, then the other people in the society or in their immediate sphere will say, वो तो वहाँ जा रहा है, something wrong with him, मेरे को पहले ही मालूम था, वो संकी था, ये था, वो था. But if the entire colony of all the parents of all the children were be counseled together, would that not work? Would that not illuminate people's minds? At least they will know I am not the only person thinking like that. All the parents are counseled together, as are all the children counseled together. I think this is very important in the COVID times. I'm talking of something that I felt that might have stood me in good stead in the years that have gone by, which I had no, I couldn't do. I had no occasion to go to one person for advice other than the odd uncle and the odd aunt and the odd friend. And the advice coming out to these people often is not genuine enough because they have their own reasons to give that advice. Their son may not have reached their desires, so I'm not sure whether they were giving the right advice or not. So it's very important that that advice be given by a neutral source, by a neutral person to filter across. This is an education. But if you look beyond that, in every sphere, there's a possibility, including politics. But let's leave politics aside because that's another political plane which is full of bumps and holes and potholes. But education, definitely. This is the basis and the fundamentals of people emerging, of what we are going to employ, what the society is going to be built upon. This is my view. Mentorship. Go for it.